Right, I am here with Sam. Disappointing 2-1 defeat against Hanworth Villa today. Bitterly cold afternoon, not a lot to warm the cockles of the people watching. I think, looking on, we started off quite well, went 1-0 up, then James got injured. How much of an impact did that have on what went on in the game?
Massively. It gave them their tails up a little bit. I think when they saw that obviously we couldn't even play the ball back to him because he couldn't obviously kick it back up the pitch if he needed to. He had to throw everything at that point. It just made us sort of go a little bit deeper in possession as well, and it sort of killed our little game plan a little bit. We tried to compete as much as we could in the first half, but yeah, that injury played a massive part.
Okay, from a mental point of view, how well do you think the lads sort of coped with that? Because it seemed to me that we almost retreated so far back into our shell that we'd lost a lot of whatever positivity we had going into the game.
Yeah, I think that's obviously something that we discussed at half time. Obviously, you said, look, whoever comes out in the second half, actually, not the cliche of wanting it more, but actually just who doesn't roll over at any point will win the game. And unfortunately, we did. Not everyone. I'll say just a few, sort of collect few, but as soon as you lose a couple and you're not together, then you lose the game, and that's unfortunately what happened to us. I still think, on reflection, I think if they'd come away with a point and we'd come away with a point, I don't think anyone would have been too disappointed.
Okay. Going back onto James, and I know it's sort of harping on the point, but what plans do we have if he's out for a long time?
Yeah, there's something in the pipeline. So there's someone I think we can obviously speak to.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
But obviously, young Louis injured as well, so he doesn't even get an opportunity, unfortunately.
No, he's on concussion protocol, isn't he, for a couple of weeks?
He's had that. Yeah, he had he's groin. He's been in the wars, the boy. So unfortunately for him, he won't be the one that will be in the six.
Okay, that's fair enough. How frustrated were you by seemingly a lack of goal scoring opportunities that we created today? I think from memory we created probably one right at the end. The keeper didn't really have any other saves to make.
Yeah, I think we got ourselves in positions. We just didn't take this. It was the follow-ups or the second, like the sort of second ball actually in the final third there when we were getting ourselves in the right positions. We were in a position maybe to deliver the ball, and we obviously didn't do that either. There was times actually found ourselves, edge of the box, and we're still trying to do the next pass when actually it opened up for a shot and we just didn't take it. So I'm not saying we didn't create the opportunities. We got in the right places at the right time. It's just them pulling the trigger. It just wasn't there.
Final sort of thought wasn't the right one.
Yeah, that's it.
And obviously, from supporters' point of view, we had Lindell and Max still on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Any thoughts about getting them on? I mean, we're a goal down, and I know you have to make spur at the moment.
Yeah, but where obviously we stuck Bertie up top. We brought Charlie on. We left Charlie and AJ.
Yeah.
AJ's the top goal scorer. Charlie's off the back of a hat trick, and Bertie up there obviously being a nuisance. I don't know where obviously we would put them at that point. So just at that stage we just felt we had the players that would potentially do the damage for that sort of game. As you saw, Briggers, you've probably seen just getting lumped up there towards the end, and unfortunately, I don't think it was that game. That's why we brought Matty off at one point as well, because it was just a game that maybe just wasn't suited to him.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, looking at the game, there was a hell of a lot of time that the ball was in the air, and you think, just someone take a bit of the sting out of it, keep the ball, pass it. But it all seemed to be not frantic, but it just up in the air. It was not a great game of football to watch.
No, you know what? If you're looking at that, if you're looking for a purist and you're looking for total football, then maybe not. But actually, what I did see is two sides, and that's credit to Hanworth Villa as well. It's two sides actually competing. That certainly in that first half, it was sort of that. Definitely a non-league game of football, that's for sure. And I say respect to both sides. James obviously, it felt like probably went down to 10 men when you lose obviously James to an injury like that. Sure. But I think had we had him on there, as I said, I don't think again anyone would have been disappointed with a draw.
Okay, we move on to Thatcham next week. Going to be another tough one. Obviously James, there's question marks over him. We've still got Tance out, we've still got Conan out. Any other injury news that we need to be aware of, or that
Izzy had a little knock. Tariq had a little knock as well. Obviously, Tariq's actually coming back from a broken foot, so his first bit of football has actually been like this season has been with us. We're carrying a few, but we have a squad, and that's what we're going to obviously use.
Okay, thank you very much, Sam. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.